Everybody's into the fortune shelf now. How much farther we have to go to get the other crystal for the final jobs? Well, I say final. I don't even think they're the final jobs. I think there's a couple other ones you can unlock later because of like limited versions of them. I'm not sure if that's true. It's definitely true in like Final Fantasy V. They added extra jobs in the Game Boy Advance version. Dual tomahawk. What job uses that, I wonder? Okay. I don't know what kind of items we're gonna find in here. I'd honestly just be here for the XP, if nothing else. I don't think this is a required dungeon. Chakras. Oh yeah, back row item? Yeah. Who uses it? Thief? I don't know. We should probably check on all the Mognet stuff too. Like, it's been telling me we need to get a gift for Princess Sarah, and now they're saying that these little kids are in trouble. It's clearly a side quest. I know that... I think it might be tied up with the Onion Knight. I know the Onion Knight comes from, like, the Mognet side quest. Yeah, we're already up to 34, 33 on the level. 26, 17, 19, and 6 on the job levels. Let's stick this way. Could have healed Shulk. Nice. Ancient sword. Mirror Knife. Diamond Mail. Loki Heart. I already had one of those. Diamond Bracers. Alright, let's see. Diamond. Better than Dragon Mail. And you can't wear it. What if the chance for that auto kill goes up as you get higher in your job? Or if it's just like, it has a % chance to kill? Gloves. Diamond Helm. Diamond Shield. All right. Full diamond set. Alright, well, there's a big treasure haul at the bottom of this thing. But I still think the biggest treasure is the XP. And we're getting so much levels, which is giving us so much max HP. We've gone up like 400 max HP just in this dungeon. Hey, minus. Well, you know, that was a while ago. That was almost 2 hours ago, man. It's changed a little bit since then. How you doing tonight? Yeah, me too. Oh, we are working our way. We're just doing some leveling really right now. Blue Mage is a wacky job. I liked it though, the little bit that I did before. Looking forward to doing some more Final Fantasy XIV on Wednesday. I'm wondering if it might be possible for us to beat Final Fantasy III tomorrow night. I don't know. Like, we still have one more crystal to get. The dude Goldor broke the crystal when we got to the 4th one. I don't remember what we have to do to actually get the jobs from it. No, go back in there. But we're powering up now so that we can hopefully make some good progress on that when the time comes. But they still have the Crystal Tower too, and the Crystal Tower is long. The Crystal Tower is the end of the game, but it's like a significantly boss-filled end of the game. So to try and like walk through what we have left, we already have the Nautilus, which is the second to last airship. There's a lot of airships in this one. We've already gotten the Nautilus the ability to travel under the water, which is how we're at this dungeon here. But we need to upgrade it to the Invincible to go to the Crystal Tower. Let me see. There's the Nautilus. We're underwater right now. If we come back up to the surface, like, let's go through what's left. This is a good time to do that. So let me get my little pointer. Cool. So we're right here right now. So we got the water crystal here. The we had gotten the air and the fire crystals on the floating continent previously. We got the water crystal here. The earth crystal was here, but it got broken. But we got loose from there, and we then used our airship to travel around the world. We came up here and helped the prince take back over his country, and he gave us the Nautilus. We came down here and met Doga, one of the 3 apprentices of the great sage Noah. Doga helped upgrade the Nautilus to where it can go underwater, and now we need to get Une. We need to get Noah's loot so that we can wake up Une, which is another one of the apprentices. The great sage Noah had 3 apprentices: Une, Doga, and Zand. Zand is the big bad guy. The 3rd apprentice who is trying to summon darkness into the world and stop time so that he never has to die. And the Crystal Tower is like up here. We can't get into the Crystal Tower area without the Invincible, which we're gonna have to get. We need to get Une to do it. Which is down here somewhere. But we need to get the I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've played all these. We need to So we got the Nautilus. Like, at this point we can get to a lot of places because we can go underwater. We can go like this dungeon that I've been grinding in here now. We can get to Doga's village. Doga's village is this village of the mages right here where this arrow is pointing. It's got like most of the high level magic in the game you can buy there. The sunken cave is that we've been fighting in right now is gonna be great for us getting some levels. It's just got insanely good XP for whatever reason. But the next place we have to go for the story though, we can start picking up summons actually at this point. We can go get Odin. I think we can get can we get Bahamut yet? I don't know. We need to go to the Temple of Time is the next place we need to go for the story though. So the Temple of Time is we can take Nautilus and go there, and I believe we get to that here between these two. They call them horns. To the entrance to this cape, we go into the water there, and that's the way to the Temple of Time. And when we go to the Temple of Time, we'll how do we get there? It advances the story is the big thing. And then we'll need to go to Une's shrine and meet up with her. We'll fight our way through the ancient ruins. We'll get the Invincible. Once we have the Invincible, we can get to the last places on the map. Then we can get like Leviathan and Bahamut, like the rest of the summons. And start working our way towards getting to the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower is the end of the game. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff left to do. So I don't know if we can beat it. But we still have a lot of time. Like, I got like another 2 hours tonight. 5 hours tomorrow. We could make some significant progress. And we are gonna like fast track our levels right here in this dungeon because it gives us, like, to give you some context, other places we can go right now, we'll get like 600 or 700 XP a fight, right? Which isn't bad. It's pretty good for what we've been getting. But then here, with easier fights even, we're getting 3,300 XP a fight. Like, it's just insane. I don't know why this dungeon gives so much experience, but it does. You can level very quickly right here. I figured this out last time I played this game. So our basic strategy right now is the Geomancer can pump out all this magic-like effects for free. He doesn't cost any MP. Or spell slots. We don't have MP in this game. Our Dragoon's just pumping out a bunch of damage. Our Dark Knight is using his ability to AoE a bunch of damage at the cost of some of his own health. And then our Bard is using his harp every turn to heal everybody a little bit, to try and, you know, offset anything that the enemies are doing, and also heal up the Dark Knight because the Dark Knight's ability is hurting himself to do all that damage. So the Bard is kind of like stemming the flow there. The cool thing about the Bard is not only does he get like a free spell if he uses his harp, and in this case the spell is an AoE heal, but not only is it free, but it's like guaranteed to go off first, which is super useful. Like in this game, it's most things you have no real control over, like if it's gonna happen first or last, or who's gonna go win. The Bard's ability with his harp always goes first, which is just nice to know ahead of time. And so every now and then I'll look in here and see how our HP's doing. As long as we're nowhere near someone dying, we can just keep letting the Bard kind of manage that. And thanks to the auto battle, it not only remembers the abilities that I want them to use, but it makes the combat go like twice as fast. It's a really nice feature. So we should be able to level here pretty quickly. So, that aside, like I said, tonight and tomorrow night we're going to be trying to, at the very least, get into the Crystal Tower, if not defeat the Cloud of Darkness. Or even if we do defeat the Cloud of Darkness tomorrow night, that's not going to be the end of Final Fantasy III quite yet, because I want to try and defeat the Iron Giant, and that's going to take a lot more leveling. Iron Giant, we may need to make like Onion Knights or something. Like, he's like crazy hard. So that'll probably be like our Friday stream, is trying to beat him. Wednesday is going to be Final Fantasy 14, just like normal. Starting this Thursday, I'm going to be in a tabletop RPG game on Thursdays, kind of right in the middle of the stream, and I'm kind of torn about whether I'm going to stream it or whether I'm just going to change my Thursday schedule a little bit to work around it, because it only lasts for like 2 hours. So like from like 9 to 11 on my time is going to be that game. So I don't know if I'm going to stream it right off, or if I'm going to just have a later stream on Thursday nights. Maybe start at 11. We will see. The players are fine with me streaming it, so I might just stream the tabletop RPG and then go into Final Fantasy 14 on Thursday nights. I'm saying tabletop RPG because it's not actually D&D or Pathfinder. It's a system called Cypher. It's made by Monty Cook. It's kind of like the Tides of Numenera game. Torment Tides of Numenera is the same kind of system. Or maybe what was that game that came out recently? Disco Elysium has a somewhat similar system. Anyways, as far as Final Fantasy XIV, I'm not sure what we're doing this week. Where we last left off, what were we doing? We had we just got to Warrior, right? So, oh, our Dark Knight died. That's no good. The Titan arc is next. Cool. Oh, speaking of Titan and Garuda and them, I actually can summon Titan in this one, but we just got done fighting Garuda earlier today in Final Fantasy 3. Garuda kicked my ass twice in Final Fantasy 3, and I just kind of got lucky and beat him. The Garuda fight in Final Fantasy 3 is so kind of BS. Like, you basically need to turn everyone into a Dragoon and just jump constantly and hope that he doesn't get to hit you because you're in the air. Because he does insane amounts of damage that you can't heal through. In fact, he could just one-shot the whole party on one turn if he wanted to because he gets 2 actions. But he's a flying monster, and in this game, flying creatures take insane amounts of damage from Dragoons. Like, if I were to jump right now against a flying creature, I'd probably just do 9,999 damage. The Titan arc is the worst part of A Realm Reborn. A ton of fetch quests or irrelevant side characters. Gotcha. Well, we'll get through it. You know, we do 5 hours or so a night, so we will steam right through that thing, you know? And it'll be over before you know it. Hey, hell, you playing? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're grinding a little bit. Trying to get ready before we move on to some of the harder parts of Final Fantasy 3. Yeah, I definitely want to do some optional dungeons. I know we have I want to do all the optional dungeons, really. It's just like I like doing all the dungeons, especially as a tank. I want to try them all out because later on we'll be doing like roulettes and stuff, and I might end up in them, you know. So I want to make sure I've experienced each one of them at least once. So what we have Halatali, is it? And then there was another optional one coming up, wasn't there? So we definitely want to try and do those on Wednesday night, I think. My RPG session on Thursday this week is actually not even going to be a game session. It's like a session 0. Oh yeah, Sunken Temple. That's kind of funny. Sunken Temple, right? This is actually the what do they call it? This is the Sunken Cave that we're in right now. That's the name of this dungeon. Our session this week for the new RPG I've been playing in is a session 0, so we're just all gonna be getting together, figuring out Zoom or whatever it is they want to be. I think they want to use Zoom. I don't know. I have to download it. I was like, why don't we use Discord? But you know, whatever. We'll see what happens. But I'm figuring out like the basically the online of it all because they haven't played in a long time. These are actually my buddies from college, so like we haven't played together in like 10 years. So we're gonna figure out the whole internet thing and just be talking about like character ideas and stuff and making all of our coordinating what all our characters are going to be and stuff, and then the actual game's not going to start for a week. You guys ever play any tabletop stuff? D&D, Pathfinder, anything like that? So what level are we? We are level 36. If we could get to like level 40 or so, I think we could go get Odin. I think Odin's in an optional dungeon right now, and I think he's like level 40. You're not imaginative enough for D&D? Gotcha. I'm gonna tell you a secret. A lot of people aren't imaginative enough for D&D, quote unquote, but they still play it just fine. You just gotta get the right group. Some groups are like super into role playing. This group that I'm gonna be playing with on Thursdays is a little bit more on the role playing side, right? The group that I play with on Saturdays is a little bit more on the mechanics and playing it like a video game side. So there's less of the need for imagination in that one. They're less critical role and more, you know, World of Warcraft. But yeah, the group from college, they're more into playing out a story and stuff. But don't kill my Dark Knight. Not good. They started to do some damage. The Geomancer's dropping like 2,000 damage with his Ice Pillar now. The only one who can do it. Yeah, like, I mean, I started playing it a lot in college. So I had a lot of college friends that would play it. And then when I moved back here, I grabbed a friend from high school and convinced him to do it. And then some of my players are actually people I met on the stream. Like Flame and Shadow, the guys I was playing Baldur's Gate with last week. They played Baldur's Gate 3 with me and Deadshire. I met them through the stream. Like 10 years ago or something, I was doing almost the exact same I'm doing now. I was doing the Final Fantasy Challenge, trying to build Final Fantasy games. And they joined the stream and they became regulars. We struck up a friendship. They became my mods for a while, and then even after I stopped streaming, we kept hanging out. And now they are in my weekly D&D group. Just people I met online. You just never got into it. Well, that's fair. It's not for everybody. I mean, everybody could do it, but not everybody enjoys it, you know? And that's true of anything, though. To 108,000 gil. We're making a lot of money here, too, which is good. You're gonna need it to buy all those spells, and I want to buy a stack of high potions. So I believe that the Dark Knight's Soul Eater ability, it does a great amount of damage to everybody. It hurts him a little bit. I think the amount it hurts him is based on like a percentage of his current health. So the more healed he is, the more it actually hurts him. I think is how it works. So I think we fight our way through all of this. We get up to like level 40, and then we go try and get Odin. That's my goal right now. We're level 37, 38 right now. When we get to level 40, I think we cut and run here. We head to the Saronia Catacombs and try and see if we can get the summon Odin. Once we get the jobs from the final crystal, we'll actually have a summoner class that's the actual summoner class instead of the evoker. The evoker, when you call in a summon, you either get like a pretty good damaging elemental effect, or you get like a status effect ability, which misses most of the time. And it's random which one you get, you don't have any control over it. A summoner actually gets to call in the summon like each time, so a little more reliable.